조용히 쓸고 간 깊은 계곡 양진역에 비바람 긴 세월로 이름 모를 비먹이여 먼 고향 초동진구 도로음 하늘가 그리워 마디마디 있기도
It is so beautiful. Maybe we can start working on something here.
Yeah.
Dr. Kim, would
Yes.
you like to go?
Yes. First of all, so you're very good, the vowel shape, the mostly. The consonants, the beginning of the consonants is very clear. And also for the liaison, from the last consonant towards the next vowel is very clear. I'd like to make sure for the closed vowel a little bit the closer. For example, very first measure, 조연이, 조연이. I hear 조연이,
Got it.
조연이, 조연이.
Got it.
쓸고 간. 조연히 쓸고 간. There is a vowel harmonization like French. 조연히, 조연히 쓸고. Please make sure that you have the same placements all the way through from the first measure's vowels.
Got it.
And the second measure, the 계곡, must be a little bit more closer as well.
Got it.
Narrower, 깊은 계곡, 깊은 계곡, rather than 깊은 계곡.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Can you try once again?
조용히 쓸고 간 깊은 계곡 양진역에
Thank you very much. Thank you. So even more, a little bit. 조여, 초여, 초. You did 초여, 초여, 조연히 쓸. It's right.
Yeah.
So maybe you can think of a little bit more, open a sound
Got it.
in like a chord.
Right.
A little bit of that. And I think it would also be helpful if you can elongate the vowel sound a little bit more to 연이, a little longer. And also, when you sing 양진역에, do not close the vowel sound too soon. So you can stay on 양진역에.
Right.
That would be great.
Yeah. Got it.
조용히 쓸고 간 깊은 계곡 양진역에 비바람 긴 세월로 이름 모를 비먹이여 먼 고향 초동진구 두고은 하늘가.
Okay, beautiful. You are doing fantastic things here. At the top, 비바람 긴 세월로, I think diction was fantastic. I think it would be very expressively sounding if you can put a little tenuto over 긴.
Got it.
Okay, so that enjoy that E with a little more painful E.
Yeah.
And why
to
is
it.
that?
It's because 긴 means a long time. So that would be a plus effect there. And 비목이요. 먼 고향. It's more like a German hidden sound. 먼 고향 초동 친구. And also one other vowel sound that is a little too open is a 두고 on. 두고 on. The O sound should be a little more closed.
Okay, can I check?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, these notes
Got it.
need to be a little bit more O sound.
So you can carry the O sound from 두고.
O. You sound the sound.
Oh,
so
that's
O
my bad.
sound.
That's an
yes.
entirely mistake. Got it.
Yeah.
That was the text being a little too small.
Since the Korean language doesn't have the word by words, it looks like it's one words. 비바람 긴 세월로. But we have the space. We notice that 비바람 긴 세월로, which means rain, wind, long time.
Right.
So we need to figure out which word is more emphasizes
Right.
the singing of the little longer vowel, which is the Dr. Nam just point out. 긴 need to be a little bit more 긴.
Got it.
So there's a repetition of 이름 모를, 이름 모를, unknown name there. The composer wants emphasis on 이름 first time, but the second time he wanted to emphasize on unknown 모를, so that you can make those melodic direction, which syllable is more important. That would make even more clear delivery of the words and emotion. Beautiful. Should we try from 비바람 again?
비바람 긴 세월 이름 모를 비먹이여 먼 고향 초동 친구 두고온 하늘 가.
Thank you. It sounds good. It was changed a lot. Great. This is the second system. 먼 고향. Sounds like a little bit more man, but I would
Got it.
like to say it a little bit more close. 먼.
Got it.
먼. Okay? And it was kind of the vocal-wise things. I'm not a fan for the sound on applying for the real on the singing style.
Right.
비바람 긴 세월로 이름 모를. It's more appropriate for making the great placements.
Got it.
이름 모를. So I would the IPA O shape with sound to make sure that you have the placement. 이름 모를 like that.
On the other hand, you have a wonderful mo sound there, so that do not change too much of that vocal placement when you go from mo to 를. So find some common denomination between these two vowels.
So 모를.
Yes.
모를. So try not to work too hard.
Yes.
More, and then you have the two ch sound is a 초동 친구. I would more as a p
More aspiration.
sound.
Got it.
초동 친구. 친구 means friends. 초동 means the early time, the livelihood. So 초동 친구. So more sound is. 하늘가 is fantastic. Okay, let's try to from 먼 고향.
먼 고향 초동 친구 두고온 하늘 가 그리워 마디 마디 잊기 되어 내 전해.
It's really beautiful, very impressive. Just one tiny thing that I would like to see is that when you say 맺혔네, can you think about doubled T?
Yeah.
So 맺혔네. Yes. Can we try that? 잊기 돼요.
잊기 되어 내 전해.
I would do even more.
Even more. Okay.
Yeah, 맺혔네.
Got it.
Yeah.
있기도 해엄했전에
Bravo.
Should we try a little verse 2?
Yes.
Yes, please.
공로로 사느림 달빛하고 달빛하고 흐르는 밤 홀로 선정 막감에 오라지진
Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic. Wow. I know that this san ullim, this is a little tricky word to sing on. So if you can think about a little more closed, san ullim, you have actually two choices. One would be san ullim, so that you make the N sound rather more internally satisfying. So san ullim, you can do that. Or option 2, you can bring the N to ullim, san ullim. I think number 1 would be a more preference, but number 2 wouldn't be bad. So if you want to try the number 1 first. Also, I think you did the second time much better. 달빛하고. That at the first time it was a less of a double T, but be sure to use double T there, please. Can you try that first phrase?
공로로 사느림 달빛하고
Beautiful. Can you actually try to say closed O when you think of ullim?
Yeah,
Ullim. So that's a very closed lips.
got it.
공로로 사느림 달빛하고 달빛하고 흐르는 밤 홀로 선정 막감에 오라지진 비먹이요.
Okay, at this moment, I would like to focus on the 홀로선 정막감에.
Yeah.
This is one of the typical things I hear from the American singers. J with the different pitches, and then you singing on the vowel pitches later. 홀로선 정막. It kind of sounds like a scooping as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is a little bit different. So can I have a 홀로선 홀로선 정막. It sounds like that. And also the 우러지친. I would like to keep the 우 vowel for the next vowel, which is not 우라지친, 우러지친, 우러지친. So I would, for the last 지친, more aspirate sound, the 지친, which is tired. Okay?
Got it. Clarification. Do you want it more aspiration on the G?
지친.
Got it. So more aspiration on the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
So 지친, 지친. It sounds like more exhausted
Got it.
to me.
For expression.
So it's the way of emphasizing the meaning of the word.
Got it. Okay.
Just one little tiny thing you may want to try when you say 정막감에. Before 적, you have sun, 홀로 sun. So your tongue is already touching the ceiling of your mouth, right? Roof of your mouth. Don't change that. Just keep your tongue there. 홀로 선 적. It kind of it's linking together. In that way, you do not have to worry about Korean Z sound.
Right.
Okay? You wanna try it?
Yeah.
홀로 선정 막감에 오라지진 비먹이요.
Fantastic.
Wow,
Fantastic.
this is just so exceptional. You made me a little weepy. Oh, I have to control my emotion here. I don't want to be too picky here, but when you say 그 옛날, I think yours was a little, maybe tiny bit too closed.
Okay.
So can you go more yeah?
Yeah.
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 Yes. And you did a great job with this doubled N sound there. But just I thought that you could relax your mouth just a tiny bit. Other than that, this is really, really remarkable.
The highlights of the song is 애달파. Your pouring is all expression and emotional expression.
So general trends of what I'm getting from those comments is that this vowel, or the o, is a little too open, is getting a little more cheated towards than we would like. Normally, when I've been doing this in IPA, I've been doing this IPA symbol, the stressed schwa in English, and maybe an open O might be a little better for that. And we'll continue to have those
Well,
conversations.
I think that American singers, of course, it's a highly individual, and there's thousands of different shades of that vowel. I think your case is that when you read this up symbol, you tend to go closer to bright ah, so that if you can just kind of regenerate that as more like an open ah, then that will make a perfect sense in Korean.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
물망초 꿈꾸는 강가를 돌아 달린 먼 길 님이 오시는가 달숲에 이는 바람 그대 발자취일까 흐르는 물소리 님의 노래인가 내 마음은 외로워 한없이 떠돌고 새벽이 오려는지 바라만 차오네.
Okay, great. It's so beautiful. You know, if I didn't know you, if I listened to audio recording of your singing, I would easily think that it was sung by a Korean. It's just so beautiful. Simple things first. The 바람만 차오네, they're double M.
Double M. Cool.
You can make that really doubled. Very, very good. I think that if we go back to the second page where you sing 갈숲에 이는 바람, I think you may hear some Koreans singing more S than just the general soft S.
Sure.
갈숲에. So that you can afford to have a little more pronounced S there. And after that, 갈숲에 이는 바람, 그대, I think that for there, it's in your lower register. I think you worked too hard to close that schwa-like sound. So you can relax corner of your mouth even more.
Got it.
So that try not to make it more shape of protruding lip rather than 바람. Your mouth is already slightly more side to side.
Got it.
Don't change that mouth shape. There you can say 바람 그. Then I think that will make a really beautiful, authentic 그대. So that full word 그대, my beloved, usually we call 그대. It's almost like as if your lip will say almost like an E or E.
Yeah.
And say 그대. If that makes sense to you.
I think so.
Okay.
More on what we've been talking about before about just opening up that vowel for the sake of just the
Yes.
voice getting out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Kim?
Yes, mostly the first good thing first. The 내 마음은 외로워 was fantastic. Your vowel position for the widthness or the width of the vowel is so great. Also, another 네 힘의 노래인가 you change to a sound, which is original vowel is a, but the open a vowel is appropriate to sing that way.
Got it.
That's good. I'd like to focus on this is 흐르는 물소리. So 물 should be a little bit more so oo sound.
Got it.
Folded and closed, narrow. Narrow and closed vowel 흐르는 물소리.
Got it.
Can you say the 흐르는 물소리?
And I'll try to speak it like I
Yeah?
would sing it, so a
Yes.
little more modified for the
You can use for the falsetto voice. 흐르는.
Sure.
Yeah. 흐르는 물소리. I would stay with a little more closed for sound as well.
Got it.
흐르는 물소. 흐르는 물소리. Exactly. Let's try.
갈소에 이는 바람 그대 발자취일까 흐르는 물소리 님의 노래인가 내 맘은 외로워 한없이 떠돌고 새벽이 어려는지 바람만 차오네.
Beautiful. Very nice. Wow. Bravo. Just one tiny thing. When you sing 새벽이 오려는지. Indeed, if you can make the O, make more out of it to be more expressive. So 새벽이 오려는지. Because it sounds a little too open to me.
Got it.
Would you mind actually speak it first?
Yeah. 새벽이 오려는지.
Right. 새벽이 오려는지. Put little accent on O. That would also make it very nice.
Mia, can I ask a question? Would you ever put a glottal? Would you ever gi
That's
o?
also very good suggestion, Dr. Thompson. Well, it's glottal. Stop putting here and there in Korean. It makes it even more emphasis on the word that you're gonna sing. So we can try that. 새벽이 오려는지. Yes, try that.
새벽이 오려는지
Beautiful.
Maybe a little bit closer.
I think for that note to hear, that's for your upper
Sure.
passaggio, it worked beautifully.
Got it.
Yes, very nice.
That was one of my big questions. Do you ever glottal if it's the same vowel or between vowels? So
I think that there are places where we have to put little glottal stop, and I hope that there will be one of those cases coming up.
I think so
hope
at the very end of the song.
Okay, and you can actually choose to do that, and then I will let you know how I feel about it.
I got an idea. Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Okay, the last one is 바람만 차오네. Little more the CH sound. 바람만 차오네. 차 more explode sound for the CH.
Even more. Got it.
Yeah.
Again, remember, don't change your mouth shape from that man and position. You're ready to say 차. 만 차오네.
Got it.
Yes.
바람만 차오네 백합화 꿈꾸는 무릎에 치마 긁고는 소리 꽃향기해지고 님이 오시는가 내 마음은 떨려 끝없이 헤매고 새벽이 오려는지 바람이
Fantastic.
Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. I have two questions for you.
Yes.
Regarding glottal stop. I think you were trying to do that little bit on 바람이 이네. Have you considered doing it on 끝없이 헤매고? It's after 내 마음은 떨려.
Right.
끝없. I think that it's too high to do that, but I think that my preference would be 끝없이 헤매고. If you can, because it's endlessly. So maybe we can experiment a little bit of that. I think the way that you did very hidden glottal stop on 바람이 이네, that was really stunning. Nobody could really hear any stop there, but you were reiterating 이네, which is very important word. 바람이 이, that is less important subject particle, but the next e, although it's the same spelling, e, it's an important verb.
Right.
Therefore, how you treated it was just absolutely beautiful and sophisticated. So if you don't mind, can we actually go back? 내 마음은 떨려 끝없이 헤매고. Try with a little glottal stop and see what happens.
I thought that final aspirated T sound moved to the next one, moved to the next
Yes, you
silent vowel.
can.
Okay.
When, particularly on this case, T would become more D.
Right.
끝없이.
Okay.
Instead of 끝없이. Here, the T, when it's linked to the next vowel sound, it changes into 디귿.
Got
D.
it. Because
This is exception.
right. Is that similar to how a lot of those final consonants become a tiget at the end of a consonant?
There are many different cases.
Got it.
So that it's very hard to list that right now, but I will be able to point that out maybe after.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
내 마음은 떨려 끝없이 헤매고 새벽이 오려는지 바람이
The next one?
Beautiful. The next one, I want to hear it again because it is so good.
바람이
Beautiful, beautiful. Again, the 새벽이 오, there your lip has to move. From 발음 새벽이 오, your lip has to move to be able to make it very good o.
Right.
I think that it happened earlier when you sang 바람이 이네. You were emphasizing 니은 a little too much. Be sure that it's a very liquid one single N. This time you did beautifully though.
Got it.
Yes.
That's on 바람이.
바람이 이네.
Oh,
the
the
last
ne, ne, ne.
syllable. If you try too hard on Korean ni은, it becomes like 1.5 ends or double ends. Then that changes the meaning of the word. So we want to make sure that it will be a single N.
Right. Italian it.
The last thing is the 끝없이 헤매고. It was kind of covered by for the Dr. Nam. The 새벽이 오려는 is a little more closed vowel, but 끝없이 헤매고 also need to be a little bit closed.
More
vowel.
closed. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that now. All that I'm listening back to it in my head of what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, that was very open.
Yeah.
내 마음은 떨려 끝없이 헤매고 새벽이 오려는지 바람이 이네 바람이
Exquisite.
Bravo.
So beautiful.
Bravo.
Thank you.
당신의 향기 그리워 잠 못 이루는 밤 내 마음 새가 되어 고향에 나르니 어린 소녀 먹을 가라 목양은 알리고 어머니는 하얀 화선지 위에 시를 쓰시네 당신이 그리워 이 밤 지샐 때 목향이 내 마음 위로 하네.
Sounds great. Mostly, I can recognize every single word. And if you perform with this song in front of the Korean will accept all of the meaning of your singing. So incredible. If I if I am becoming very very picky about the authentic Korean should be like this. It's more 내 마음 새가 with it is more 새가 돼 more S's.
More S.
Yes. And the vowel is more 새, more freer. So that means birds.
Okay. Right.
So 내 마음 새가 되어 고향. I would like to emphasize for the beginning of the consonants with 코.
Got it.
More K sound in it.
Got it.
고향에 나르니.
Right.
And then now is your vowel for the O. We talked about it previously. O sounds need to be closed, but 어린 소녀 is perfect position for now.
Okay, got it.
Yes. 어린 소녀, which is younger, the maiden. 어린 소녀 먹을 같이 more closed. 묵향을. You did a great job for the k sound, for the H and the 기역 sound, and the h sound put together as a K sound.
Thank you.
Yes, that sounds great. And I hear the best sound from you. 하얀 화선지 위에 was placement and the resonance is fantastic. I was worrying about the 날리고 어머니는. Can you have the same placement with the vowel shape and the carry over 하얀 화선지 is same as?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my catch. 날리고 어머니는 and carry over with a sound.
Got
and
it.
하얀 화선지. Yeah, that would be more greater sound.
This song is very interesting because I think when there's two styles are existing. The first part is more syllabic, so that you can actually almost use it as a recitative. And then there's a last syllable receives a long note. And it's very tricky how long you want to carry on, because you can actually sing this, for various different phrasing. So, as Dr. Kim said, the one that where it's a sort of like a climactic part of the first section. So 묵향을 날리고, I think you can experiment whether you want to breathe after 날리고, and sing 어머니는 하얀
Connecting that.
화선지 위에. You can make that really much more greater crescendo there. And then finally you arriving at 시를 쓰시네. So maybe you can try that phrasing.
Yeah.
To make it clear, 묵향을 날리고 breathe, 어머니는 하얀 화선지 위에 breathe, 시를 쓰시네. Yeah.
Okay, I would add one more thing. For the 시를 쓰시네, Japanese restaurant is sushi restaurant, right?
Yeah.
스, not 스.
Right.
쓰시네.
쓰시네.
It is writing. She is writing. So 쓰시네. More accent on 쓰시네.
Got it. Yeah. 쓰시네.
Yes, exactly.
Would I do that accent?
You did
with-
it. 쓰시네. 쓰시네 is much more better placement and the meaningful way.
But that one has a little bit of rounding, it seems. Is
Yes.
that because of the oo?
That's my philosophy. So whenever we have the sound, for the especially men's voice, need be having the resonance spot and fold it on the hard palate area, right above the upper teeth.
Right.
쓰시네 is carrying over for the vowel and the e vowel, whatever.
Got it.
Yeah, for the 쓰시네, just think about American letter S. Sunny, Sam, same sound.
어린 소녀 먹을 가라 묵향을 날리고 어머니는 하얀 화선지 위에 시를 쓰시네.
It's bravo.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Very nice.
시를
Yeah. Right.
시, C,
시.
시. 시를 쓰시네.
시.
시를 쓰시네. 시를 we say the 시.
She, without
Yeah.
lip rounding.
Yeah.
But again, are you comfortable with that E sound on your voice? Then go ahead and do more she. If it's a little difficult, without lip rounding, think a little more u.
Yeah.
Then we will hear as a she.
Yeah.
Think a little more what vowel?
More, internally more u.
U sound.
If it's a little high on your voice.
시를 쓰시네.
시.
시. Keep it
She.
like umlaut-ish.
시.
시. Yes. Stay with the vowel shape, lip shape. 시를 쓰시네.
Got it.
So many S's.
Yeah, there are so many of those.
어린 소녀 먹을 가라 묵향을 날리고 어머니는 하얀 화선지 위에 시를 쓰시네.
That's
really
it.
nice.
So I think that's also helpful for the placement for the F sharp.
Yeah.
Yes, that was kind of my trick for the singing in the Korean.
One little tiny thing, the word 화선지, the paper, this is one of the things a little tricky here because although we do not really distinguish which syllable of a word receives stress. However, 화선지, the last syllable should not be accented, but it falls on the downbeat.
Right.
So if you can think a little more about longer phrase, 하얀 화선지 위에, rather than acknowledging the downbeat, I think that would be very helpful.
Don't feel the left hands on the piano. Just so you keep going.
Excellent. Wow, it's just so exciting. Korean 우 plus 이, 위, is a controversial type of glide vowel. Some believe that it should be same as German umlaut ü, but we can make little exceptions. And actually these days, people do not hold their lips too diligently on 우 form because it's too much work. So I think since it receives a long note, I think you can go ahead and bring more 이 than 우 once you arrive there. Like when you say your word like W-E, we, so that bring a little more 이 to it. So 내 마음 위, instead of working too hard to keep that 우 sound there, 위로, the ending vowel sound can be more 이.
Yeah. So
okay.
to clarify, less
Yes.
time on the
우,
glide.
right.
Got it. And still 우, not
It's actually, if you can simply think about W plus E, we.
내 마음 위로 하네
This sounds much easier vocally.
Got it. So just less time on it.
In my opinion, I would stay with the tolo E vowel for the we.
Got it.
We. Yeah.
내 마음
Yeah.
위로
That's better.
You're already making it very round E, so that, think just the E after W. Right. Then it should sound perfectly fine.
Right. The W will
Okay.
prepare that tallness.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
당신이 그리워 이 밤 지샐 때 목향이 내 마음 목향이 내 마음
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Dr. Kim, you have a thought. I can tell by
Yes.
your face.
Yeah. You have a tendency to make that the vowel by vowel to make the new starting vowel shape. So 목향이 내 마음 위 something like this. I wanna see the continuity of every vowel shape need to be connected towards the next vowel, not starting again. 목향이 목향이 목향이. Do this. So your air supports or airflow need to be continuously is going out with the vowel shape, no matter what your vowel change or not. So 내 마음 위, 내 마음 위. I hear that the vowel sound like it's kind of jumping to the next vowel. That sounds like it is not connected with meaning of the words, and it is related about your singing style as well. So let's get rid of everything and just sing with the continuity.
Legato.
Yeah, very, very legato. It will be very hard for you maybe because you're controlling with the consonants in it, but let's try.
목향이 내 마음 위로
A lot better.
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
A lot better. Yes. So that was my first feeling when you start this song at the very beginning. 당신의 향기, your fragrance. 당신의 향기, 당신의 향기 is much more so fluid for every single words, not vowel by vowel.
Got it.
That would be more the perfect, make it the great for the making perfect sound.
Can I ask you all a style question? Here, so at the very last note where we were just looking, could he do what are the words? A little bit of portamento, or is that too sappy for this?
No, I
style.
don't think so. I think especially for this type of the style of music, it allows you to do more slurring. I think what Dr. Kim is trying to bring out, if you can think about note to note, it's much more slurred. I think that you have a natural ability to do it, but because you want to make sure that
Everything
everything
diction.
is so
Yeah.
precise, so that you are overworking. So that if you trust yourself and just make a little more liquid. I actually want to try that idea about little portamenti at the end. Aha, 네. That will make it even more emphasis of, delivering this word meaning.
목향이 내 마음 위로
Beautiful. I think that's very expressive. If you don't mind, actually, when you start hane, make the ha more, a little bit more loud.
Yeah.
Then the portamenti will be more clear. And the 목향이, can you actually do a little more slur toward the 향이? 목향이, so that your U vowel and the next vowel will be on a horizontal line.
Got it.
Okay, that will make it sound much more earthy. Okay.
목향이 내 마음 위로
Bravo.
Beautiful, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice. Great. Thank you. Thank you. This is one of the songs that the important word is already receiving good long note. So when you go to 사내는, you do not have to give too much weight on second syllable 내는. So make it as a 사내는 as a one word, okay? Very, very nice. I think that your E vowels are really great, but maybe do not overwork on your E's. So if you can just relax, trust your E, and so that you can make a little bit more round. 꽃이 피네, 피네. Very, very liquid, okay? 가을, 봄. I think you sound really great. Try not to think about you have final L business to do. So just stay on and enjoy that moment, okay? 여름 없이 꽃이 피네. It's beautiful. I loved your lilting sound of this little melisma on 사내 사내. It was beautiful. On 저 많지 많지. The letter N, when you say 만, make sure that you go to 치 without changing your lips. 저 많지. Okay?
Okay.
Good. And 혼자서, it's almost like you want to make double N on a 혼 sound, if that makes sense. 혼자서. Can you say once for me?
혼자서.
A little more O. 혼자서.
혼자서.
Beautiful. Now, 피어 있네, it doubled N. So if you do not pronounce doubled N, then it will change the meaning of the word. So be sure to sing through that N sound, the S, just like Italian double N.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I'd like to focus on for the very first two measures. 하늘은. Can you say the 꽃이 피네?
꽃이 피네.
꽃이
꽃이
치 꽃이 피네.
꽃이 피네.
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 꽃이
꽃이
you said 꽃이 꽃이
꽃이
yes, just one word. Not 꽃이
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 피네.
yes.
꽃이 피네.
Yes. Sounds like 비네, but more 피네.
아,
Yeah.
okay. 꽃이 피네.
Now more 치 꽃이 피.
꽃이 피네.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now-
And that even the vowel sound of E is much more aligned. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. Now let's go for the next measure. 꽃이 피네. The last 피네 must be a little more emphasis for the p sound.
꽃이 피네.
Yes. 꽃이 피네.
꽃이 피네.
Exactly.
꽃이 피네. 꽃이 피네.
Yes.
Beautiful. Yes.
여름 없이
여름 없이.
여름 없이
여름 없이.
stop the air.
아, 없이.
없이. Yeah, 없이.
없이.
Exactly, yes. So it can happen when you have the stopped air, you're going to prepare for the sh sound inside the mouth during the you're stopping the air. 여름 없이.
여름 없이.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you make sure that you actually sing M double the final consonant 갈 봄
Yes.
여. In a way there between 봄 and 여름 there will be a very gentle glottal stop. 갈 봄 여름 없이.
Thank you. Now the next
Beautiful.
measure, 산에, 산에, at in mountain. In mountain, you're gonna repeat it 2 words same time.
Yeah.
산에, 산에, 산에. I would like to accent on the second 산에.
Okay.
And then you're gonna navigate forward.
Okay. Got it.
And then the next measure, 피는 꽃은. You are demonstrate about the where in the mountain. What's the happening? Something's blossom. For what? The flower. Mountain, blossom, the flower.
Right.
That's what you're gonna carry over for the line. 산에 산에 is a location. 피는 is the acting. What? The flower. Okay, so every single word. 산에 산에 피는 꽃. You need a little bit accents or emphasize for at the beginning of the words.
산에 산에 피는 꽃은 저 많지.
Thank you. 좀 say it 많지.
많지.
I hear the 많지. 많지.
많지.
Just 많지. 많지.
많지.
많지. I hear that 많지. 많지. So M sound and R sound happen at the same time.
Just like Italian. Ma.
많지.
Man.
많지.
Yes, 많지.
많지.
And your N sound is already for N sound you're gonna touching the area. Your tongue is touching with the upper teeth area.
Right.
많지.
많지.
만
만.
not man 만
만.
만
만.
not man 만
만.
만. Yeah, you're getting there. 많지.
Sorry.
Yeah, 만
만.
많지.
많지.
Yeah, 저 많지.
저 많지.
많지 많지. Can you put your hands on here? 많지.
많지.
Don't move this wide up gesture. 많지.
많지.
Yes. 저 많지.
저 많지.
Yes.
저 많지.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
It
yes.
was?
Yeah, you walked.
You are working so hard, and then this is really good.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
So I hear the kind of unnecessary vowel shape for even though it was very short the length of the notes. 저 많지. 저 많지.
Ah, I see.
So I see that because you are working to make things very precise, so you're demanding a little too much on your lips or lip movement. So if you can generally relax your mouth, everything will play automatically. So try not to work very hard with you, especially around the muscles around your mouth, okay? So try one more time.
And then next to 혼자서 is a saying as the
Exactly.
manchi.
Got it. 저 많지. 혼자서.
Yeah? Do you hear that to yourself? 자서, 자서,
자서.
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 혼자서.
혼자서.
자서 is too much accented. 혼자서.
혼자서.
Yes, better. Yeah.
서.
혼자.
혼자.
This is the Korean way. 혼자.
혼자.
Not 혼자. 혼자.
혼자.
Yeah. Alone. Myself. 혼자.
혼자.
혼자서.
혼자서.
Here we go.
Okay.
So then less of a z sound, no accent on the za. So accent on the first syllable. Think that way.
Okay.
담 봐봐. 혼자서. Just let it flow.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, this is what I mean. Yesterday we talked about the accented, the word stress. It is the linked with the musical idea, but also having with the stress and unstressed syllables
Right.
over the words. So we need to deal with it in both way.
Also, the quickness of the M and the N.
Absolutely.
And the not aspiration, unless it's those aspirate consonants. Everything that we talked about yesterday is really coming. Is there any kind of final idea we want to do here with this piece?
소문지 혼자서 비어있네
Great, very nice, very nice. Okay, I know that you learned this within a week, which is remarkable. So just trust yourself and enjoy a little bit more. Here's actually more climactic area happening here. I want you to think that although you may want to breathe after 산에서 우는, but try to think the next two measures you're continuing, even if you take a breath. So musical bridge should be there. So 산에서 우는 작은 새요 as a one phrase. So they try to make that as a one long phrase. You are talking about 작은 새요, little bird. But where? On the mountain. What is this little bird do?
He likes to
Crying,
Oh, crying,
chirping,
sorry.
crying, right? The 우는 is crying, right? So I wanted to really make that four measures as we can hear it as one. That would be really nice. Beautiful, beautiful. 좋아. What does that mean?
Oh, like
Of course. Can you bring that out a little bit more? So I think you can say more. 좋아.
좋아.
꽃이 좋아 산에서 산호라네. So this is something you could say that, wow, well, I love to live on the mountain because there's flowers. So I think you could have a little more energy. Okay?
꽃이 좋아 산에서 산호라네.
Can I say, Dominique, is this the first Korean song you've sung?
Well, the first Korean songs I did was 2 years ago for my senior recital.
Wow.
So
What inspired you to do that?
I will say, as a young girl in middle school, I liked K-pop a lot, and I was sort of introduced to the language, like Orange Caramel and Red Velvet, those groups, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, and it's just sort of been with me, I guess, throughout my life, and being able to sing, and Dr. Nam has been coaching me with diction and stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love just learning this language and stuff. So, and yes,
That's awesome. And I also want to say a special thank you, MeeAe, for selecting this. I can't remember, Yongmin, we were just saying, I knew immediately when I heard it, it has a certain traditional rhythm. What was the name of it?
자진머리.
Yes, and we don't really have anything else with those traditional flares. And I love that incorporation here. And the one thing I would say before we record it tomorrow is when you have the dum, bum, 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 you can just have more fun. Like imagine hundreds of years of dancers doing that rhythm as you're doing that, because there's just such a joy to it.
울밑에 선 봉선화야 내 모양이 촬영하다 길거긴 날 여름철에 아름답게 겉필 적에 아야비신 아가씨들 나름 반겨 놀았도다.
This is beautiful work. Loren, I cannot believe that this is your first Korean song.
Oh, thank you.
This is so mouthful, even for Korean.
Okay.
Yes,
That's good to know.
This is really outstanding work. When you say 여름철에, your closed S sound really, really clear. But sometimes those Korean closed S sound is not quite too closed.
The closed A sound.
So that if you can just relax a little more and say 철에. I do not know what IPA you have. Can I take a look?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So 여름철.
You have a good one. If you can think about actually having a sort of like unstressed Italian last open S sound.
Okay.
So 여름철에 perhaps because you are trying so hard to make that A sound,
Yeah.
you are actually working too hard here. So that if you can think a little bit more about round 에. It's coming from 철에. So that rounding it would be totally fine. Same thing with 게 as well.
Got it.
So you want to try that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe start from 길고 긴 날.
길고 긴 날 여름철에 아름답게 겉필 적에 아야비시.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Better. Okay.
Much more authentic. Now, I know that 어여쁘신. Let me see what you have there. Aha. So, 어여쁘. Is it possible for you to think that your B sound would be sort of little more shape of letterer rather than
Sure.
U in it, so
Yeah.
that more neutral This is so hidden sound that you may not even realize when you say bravo. There's between B and R. You have a perfectly situated for sound.
B.
Yes.
Bravo.
Yeah.
B.
B.
Okay.
And then when you go to 여 to B, this thick consonants, just think about Italian Pavarotti. So
B.
a little bit perfect.
아야비.
어여브.
아야비.
And also, if you can think of the very first sound more as an American open sound. Can you try that?
아야비시.
Sorry, that's it. Better.
Better.
Now even more Yes,
In the-
rather than it still sounds to me a little more so that when you say like bought, I bought,
아야비시 아가씨들 너른 반가 놀았도다.
Very nice. 어여쁘신 was much more successful. Now same with that. 너를 반겨. Whenever you have this upside down V shape of IPA, think about you're gonna do more open
More open O for
So
all those.
너를 반겨.
겨. 겨.
놀았도다.
And the re that's lateral enough. The re.
를 I think it sounded great to me.
Okay.
Okay?
아야비시 아가씨들 너른 반겨 놀았도다.
Beautiful. I think that this time your Korean 슈와 으 sound on 너를 was the best.
Okay.
I know that this is very tricky, but do not overthink though.
Yeah.
So 어여 뿌 again bravo 뿌
Bravo.
뿌시 아가씨들. If there, again, relax your tongue. So think more 으 as a in your head rather than on your tongue. So the yes. Also, it's good for you to feel, is my voice more natural there? I think as you know, the vowel is never the same vowel between the notes because vowel modifies by itself. So try not to work too hard there.
Okay.
아가씨들. You can even make a little more rounding
The-
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're doing
Yeah.
great job. Thank you.
Thank you. That makes sense.
물 밑에 선. Can you say the words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
울 밑에 선,
Okay. Next one.
멍선 화야.
I think these two, the two measures, is most difficult of the song.
Really? Okay.
Yes, because the final consonants and the beginning consonants is put together. So, 물 밑에 선 봉선 화야. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
So final consonants goes to carry over for the next beginning consonants. We need to deal with making sure of the continuity of the vowel shape. So your final consonants doesn't impact for the vowel shape of next the second vowel, so followed by the first vowel shape. 물 밑에 선,
울 밑에 선,
물 밑에 선,
울 밑에 선,
태, 트,
대,
물 밑에 선.
울 밑에 선.
Do you hear that? The continuity? Don't make the choppy sound between the vowels.
Okay. So they
물 밑에 선.
울 밑에 선.
Make sure a little more the narrow shape of the lips. 물 밑에 선.
울 밑에 선.
Exactly it. 봉선화야.
봉선화야.
Don't make the chewing vowel. 봉선화야.
봉선화야.
When you make the vowel shape for the first vowel, which is 봉선, 봉선, don't make the chewing gesture after making the vowel shape. 봉선화, 봉선화, 봉선화야.
I see.
Yeah.
봉선화야.
Yes.
울 밑에 선.
Okay. 물 밑에 선.
Yeah. 울 밑에 선. 봉선화야.
See? 봉선화야, 봉선화야. So in this case, N sound, which is son, and the hit sound, H sound, is put together, and the hit changed to silence. 봉선화, 봉선화야. Some people might insist 봉선화 because the 화 means a flower must be present in a certain way. But in this case, I would like to focus on for the continuity of the vowel shape. 봉선화야, 봉선화야. If you can make the H sound, please do it. But if not, just make the continuity of the vowel. 봉선화야.
봉선화야.
So N, the duration of the N sound is a little long at this moment. 봉선화, 봉선화, 봉선화.
Got it. 봉선화야.
Okay, now 와야, 화야,
화야.
Yes. You determine the vowel shape as soon as possible and don't change it.
Okay. And
봉선화야.
from the first vowel, the ball of that measure.
Every single vowel.
Okay.
Yeah, every single vowel shape, when you determine the vowel shape, stay until the end of the syllable.
Okay.
봉선화야. It was a chewing, right? 봉선화야.
봉선화야.
Yes.
내 모양이 처량하다.
Keep going.
일거기 날 여름철에 아름답게 겉필정에 아야비시 나가시들 나름 반겨 너라도다
너를 반겨. Say it.
너를 반겨
Yes, 너를
반겨
Yes, so you might notice that the 을 sound and the b sound is happening at the same time. 너를 봐, not 너를 반겨. It was too much choppy.
Yeah.
너를 반겨.
너를 반겨
Yes, there you go.
너를 반겨 너라도다 안간에 아름다고 가을바람 서설 부셔 아름다운 겉성이를 모질게도 짐나니 나 걸어다 늙어졌다 내 모양이 자랑하다
Yes.
This word is very hard to sing. The beginning of the second verse, 언간에. So that if you can put almost the hidden glottal stop there. 언간에.
hidden
It's very funny to say this, but almost all consonant business try to take care of it, all the pronunciation, try to take care of it within your mouth rather than externalize it. And I think that I am saying this because it's so syllabic and you don't have much time to open and close. So that somehow, if you can make this action to be really easy, so that there is a very close approximation of mouth, the internal articulation movement to be really, really moving with a smaller adjustment. I think that would be very helpful to do what Dr. Kim is trying to help you with.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Yes. So if you don't mind, actually try one more time with the 언간에, although it may make you overthink, but it's just a very subtle difference, okay?
안간에 아름다고 가을바람 서설 불어
Much better. It sounds much more natural and relaxed. I know that it's very difficult to go vowel to vowel, which you don't have in your language very much. So that 가을 is like a, what? But trust, you go 가을, just make your lips move a little more forward very gently. 가을, without stopping the vowel sound.
가을
Right, 가을 바람. Again, make sure that you do not overwork with all those each syllable blocks. So 가을 바람 솔솔. Make it very, very subtle. 솔솔 불어.
가을바람 솔솔 불어
Good.
아름다운 겉성이를 모질게도 지나니 나 걸어다 늙어졌다 내 모양이 자랑하다.
Excellent. I can see that it's improving immensely. This one word, 늙어졌다, 늙어, which is
Yeah.
in the bottom, which is hard for even Koreans. So if you can think more 늙어. Get your tongue tip in the maybe alveolar region, if that's how you do. 늙어.
늙어.
Right. So try not to make the g sound a little too much a big deal. 늙어졌다. 늙어졌다.
늙어졌다.
So that even the 졌다, j. Try not to think about the glide. Imagine that you do not have a glide in there.
Okay.
Say 저.
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 So it's
I
more
see.
more like try to think j sound as an initial consonant. Think that it should be placed in as a sort of final consonant of a word. So maybe you can think about 늙어, maybe can we practice, although it doesn't happen, when you say word ends,
ends.
like E-N-D-S, ends.
ends.
Right. So you don't really emphasize that z sound when you speak, right?
Yes.
Give it that much. 늙어, 앉았다, 앉았다. Say as if you're going to say ends, right? So the 앉았다.
Okay. 앉았다.
That's actually better. Even less.
Okay.
앉았다.
앉았다.
Even less. 졌다.
앉았다.
So from N, your mouth is a little more lateral. Stay there. 졌다.
앉았다.
Much better.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
know
see.
that this is the hardest one.
낙화로다 늙어졌다. Can I try that again?
But it's so much better because you're not really overworking on the particular syllable, so that we could hear it because it's flowing much more smooth. Fantastic.
Can you say the million?
Million?
Million? Yeah. 늙어.
Million?
Million. 늙어. Same function of the L sound. Not 늙어. 늙어. I hear the 늙어. Million.
Million?
늘.
늙어?
늘.
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 네.
늘.
Sorry.
Million.
Million.
밀. Just 밀. 늘.
닐.
Yes. 늙어.
늙어?
So you're gonna touching the 늙어.
늙어?
Yes. Exactly.
I see.
Maybe you can shorten the vowel for that particular syllable. Be a little snappy. 늘.
늙어.
늙어? 낙화로다 늙어졌다 내 모양이 처량하다 북풍한 솔 전바람에 내 형제가 없어져도 평화로운 꿈을 꾸는 너의 혼은 이에 있으니 와처스런 봄바람에 환생키를 바라노라.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, really.
북풍.
북풍,
북풍.
북풍,
Yes. 북풍한 sol.
북풍한
More
솔,
H sound. 한설.
한솔,
북풍한 sol.
북풍한 북풍한 솔, 북풍
한서.
한솔,
북풍한 sol.
북풍한 솔.
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
Yes. And 찬바람에.
찬바람에,
찬바람에.
찬바람에,
바람에.
바람에,
Yes. 평화로운.
평화로운, 평화로운,
평화.
평화로운.
Yeah.
우,
Say book.
book.
Cook.
Oh, cook.
Yes.
Oh,
You familiar with this verb because
Yes.
that's the
In
person
German, yes.
using
Yeah.
those verbs. 평화로운.
평화로운.
꿈을 꾸는.
꿈을 꾸는.
꿈을 꾸는. So, 꾸, 으, 우.
꾸, U.
But I would like to stay with the same vowel like 꿈을 꾸는.
꿈을 꾸는.
Exactly. And then for the vowel of nun of the D flat, sound with the high notes is Professor Stefan Lussmann's favorite vowel with it.
Oh yes. 평화로운 꿈을 꾸는.
So again, so a little more open. 평화로운
평화로운
꿈을 꾸는
꿈을 꾸는.
꿈을 꾸는.
꿈을 꾸는.
Yes. 평화로운.
Okay. 평화로운 꿈을 꾸는 너의 하늘 예수님 화라는
화창스런.
화창스런 봄바람에 환생키를 바라노라.
Last baranora is fantastic. 환생키를 is kind of a chewing vowel. So contrast with the baranora, need to be more straightforward. 환생키를
환생키를
환생키
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 환생키를
환생키를.
yeah.
Okay, so the consonants overall are smaller
and
lighter.
yes, lighter and the influence for the next vowel immediately. There's no time for the making the vowel shape. Wow.
Yeah.
Korean vowel is the itself of the time.
Would you say it's similar to French in that way, where it's long vowels all the time? Okay.
But sometimes it's kind of when I hear the French vowel, it's much more is moving for the next vowel shape like this. But Korean is very straightforward. I would say the German vowel is more
strict like a German vowel.
Yes.
And also Italian, Latin. Simplify it is much better.
Okay.
Yes.
That helps. Makes sense.
Do you have time?
Well, I think we have to stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very
Beautiful
much.
job.
It's been great.
Loren.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Very fun.